Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? J-Toll here. Today we're going to talk about Gran Turismo, and what better place than the cemetery where I'm riding or driving, like I was teaching my son to do just the other day recently. So I thought, you know what? Let's film like a live-action movie review instead of a presentation. So to start off, Gran Turismo to me, I grew up with Gran Turismo. It was Gran Turismo 2 that I grew up with. And I always enjoyed the idea of learning to drive and race. Oh, watch out for the graves. And so part of my memory of that and the inspiration for doing this cemetery video is my grandfather. We were just talking about his birthday the other day. It was recently. It was marked on the refrigerator with magnets. So we were talking about him and just made me think, thinking about this Gran Turismo movie, what do I want to talk about? Let me get this set up. Like, he helped teach me how to drive. When I was learning how to drive, Gran Turismo 2 really helped me understand the advance, like going through the license test and learning not just how to stop and go, which so many people are just basic drivers, but like really taking control of the mechanics of the car. And so I learned that quite a bit and really focused on learning that. And as I was learning how to drive in the real world, and I'm also learning how to drive in this video game simulation, it helped me level up so much as a driver. I'm like, my gosh, they made this into a movie, gotta go see it. So if you are, or you know someone who has grown up with racing games or Gran Turismo, that might be for you, or for you to take someone that's grown up like that to the film to see it. Especially parents and children. They speak a lot to that in this film. But here at the cemetery the other day, I don't have footage of it, but I was working with my son. He got to visit. We were driving around, teaching him how to drive stick shift. He's just kind of getting started. So we used this course right here to just put it in first and then second, and to get going and to just kind of drive through the cemetery to learn how to drive, to start to translate those skills of just theory into application that you can use and you can do something with when you learn how to control and direct and put some power behind something, such as a car, which is really just an extension of yourself as you're driving. So it's very important to learn that. So I was working on teaching my son that. I'm like, dude, this is our thing. We've got to go see this movie. I grew up with this. Like, you're learning how to drive. Like, we've got to go see this film. And so I was flying him back home. We had a layover in Chicago. We went to Block 37 in Chicago. It's this real nice, like, luxury mall, high rise. And AMC has a theater on the 4th floor. It's a dine-in theater. We got to eat something. It was way too expensive, but like for a one-time experience to visit Chicago, and I'm going to do a video on that about exploring Chicago. But to visit a nice theater, it's got the best recliners at AMC, the dine-in experience so we could eat. We had a layover in Chicago, so we literally rode the train from the airport to the train station, which is like right under Block 37, get on the elevator up to the 4th floor, and that's where we went to watch, to eat, and just kind of recharge for a little bit. And then we had to hop right back on the train to the airport, Chicago O'Hare Airport, and dip out. So that was a wonderful, awesome experience for us. Now, the film itself, it was a sneak peek. So we saw that like Saturday. It comes out today. Today is Thursday. It actually comes out today, tomorrow-ish, depending on where you're at, I guess. So I wanted to get this video out right now for those that are fans of Gran Turismo and just driving, racing in general. Go see this film. And if you've had a challenging relationship with if you're a kid and you've had a challenging relationship with your parents about this, or you're a parent and you've had that with your child or children, you can go with each other. Say, hey, you know what? Let's go see this movie. It looks awesome. We haven't gone to a movie in a while, probably, for a lot of people. Let's go. And the father-son dynamic in this film was so awesome. They had great footage, the cars racing by and the exhaust sound. I love that. Drone footage showing the racing like at Le Mans when they're flying through, and when they're in the GT Academy training. So they had awesome footage. But this is based on a real-life story of a guy who spent thousands of hours on Gran Turismo, leveled up hardcore, that when they had a challenge for the racers to compete for GT Academy to learn how to drive for real, that he won. Out of all that, he made it past all the qualifying. He got into GT Academy. He made it through all the way as the last one at like a split hair second, where he almost didn't get it, but they're like, you know, he got it. And you'll see what I mean when you watch the film. No spoilers. And so finally he gets to where he's going to go race Le Mans. And this is the last thing I want to highlight. His father shows up, and he had been against his dream the whole time. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to race? You're going to be a racer? That's not our lot in life. You know, you should spend more time like on football like your brother, and you could have done something real instead of playing your games. But like, he proves his dad wrong. He's like, I'm meant to be a racer. You know, you inspired me a long time ago about this. And so ultimately the father and son have this moment where the father's like, you know, I'm so sorry I didn't support your dreams properly. You know, go, I'm proud of you, go for it. And so he goes and wins Le Mans. And he's in history now from taking this dream of this simulation practice, translating it into real life, becoming a pro race driver. And it's so inspiring. My son's talking about like, you know, race driving at one point. He's talking about wanting to fly, learn how to fly a plane. I'm like, dude, go for it. Don't ever let, you know, even me, like, stop you from those dreams, as long as they're like ethical and moral and, you know, doing right by God. I tell them that first, you know, do right by people and God, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, you know, pretty much do whatever you want to do, right? You want to fly planes, go for it. And so that was such an awesome moment for us to connect, that if you are into that kind of thing, it could be a great inspiring message that I bet you would enjoy as you're out here out and about driving around and doing things in this world. What do you want to do in this world? Play Gran Turismo? Level up and be a driver? Have a YouTube channel? I hope this inspires you, if you've wanted to do something like this, to just go for it. Just put some stuff out there and start having fun with it, and let's see what we can create. And I'll say God bless. Hope y'all have a great day. Perseverance and sticking close to God is the way to persevere through all the challenges and setbacks, to have a relationship with God and with Christ, and have healing and peace in your mind, body, heart, spirit, soul, all that. And it's the most wonderful thing I could ever really point someone to. Let me find an encouraging verse. I'll put it in the description about perseverance and just overcoming and going for your dreams that God's placed in your heart, developing your skills, your gifts. And when you start to unlock that and realize it and go for it, may your journey be blessed in Jesus' name. Let me know your thoughts on the film, the review, whatever you're thinking. I'll catch you on the next one. All right. Peace out.